Hi, Ada here. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to solve problem because being somebody who can solve a problem, somebody who can solve issues is one of the best skills you can have in your whole life. You being able to solve your own problems is going to make your life extremely better. And if you can solve other people's problems, you are going to make a lot of money. And don't worry, if you don't know how to solve your problems, or if you have never solved a problem before, in this presentation, we are going to talk about how to solve a problem step by step. Solving problems is a skill, which means you can learn it. But the best way for you to learn something is by practicing. This presentation is going to guide you, inform you, give you the best information, the best strategies, the best tools you need to know how to solve problems. Let's start. Here is what we are going to cover. We're going to start talking about why solving problems is key to happiness in life. Absolutely. Imagine your life full of problems, full of issues, and you not being able to solve it, you not being able to change it. I bet that's a miserable life, right? Because if you have a lot of problems, your happiness is going to decrease because problems increase stress. And if you are stressed, you cannot fully be happy. How to solve problems, which is the main goal of this presentation. Evaluate solutions, absolutely, because you're going to solve a problem with a solution or with multiple solutions. However, you must be willing to evaluate each solution so you can know which solution is bringing you the results and the outcomes that you want. We're going to talk about benefits of solving problems because, as I said at the beginning, it's a life-changing skill for your own good and for the good of others. Because if you can solve your own problems, great for you. But if you can solve other people's problems, people can pay you. You can put the price on how much you want them to pay you so you can solve the problems. Why are they going to pay you? Because you already have the skill to solve their problems. And to finish the video, I'm going to show you exactly a realistic example of how I solve one specific problem. Stay to the end, pen and paper if you need, and let's go. Why solving problems is key to happiness? If you do not solve your problems, they will increase. Absolutely. Because if you're trying to ignore them, thinking that, oh, just a problem, it doesn't matter. Oh, now you have one. Tomorrow, another one, two, three. And you're going to keep accumulating your problems. And you accumulating your problems is going to decrease your happiness. It's not going to make you feel no good about yourself. You're walking around with a lot of problems. You're going to be stressed. You're going to be freaking out. You're going to be overthinking instead of living in the present. A life full of problems is a miserable life, absolutely, because problems bring stress and unhappiness. Just imagine when you are stressed, how do you behave? How do you perform? How do you feel about yourself? If you do not know how to solve your problems, you will not grow. Do you know why? Because you having the ability to solve your problems is going to allow you to have the confidence to face challenges, the confidence to face adversities, the confidence to go through difficult situations. It's going to give you the confidence to go deal with any problem knowing that you can solve it. Because in this video, you are going to learn how to do it. The ability to solve problems open doors for you that will remain locked until you learn. Absolutely. Because imagine all the problems you have had in your life until this point. Imagine if you were able to solve all of them. Imagine if you, at that moment, you knew what to do. You knew how to act. You knew how to behave. You knew what to say and how to think. Imagine how much money you could have saved by you solving your own problems instead of paying other people to solve your problems. Imagine how much confidence you have had in your own self if you could have solved your own problems. What is problem solving? Basically, problem solving is the process or the ability of achieving a goal and overcoming obstacles, challenges, and issues. It's a strong skill that allows you to solve something difficult for your desirable outcome. Because problems are difficult, problems are hard. However, you knowing how to solve them and you solving them is going to build in you mental toughness. It's going to build in you character. Because since you have the skill and it's a powerful skill, you're going to stand whenever they're going to put you. You're going to be able to defend yourself. You're going to be able to bring solutions, which is what all of us want, right? We want solutions for our problems, our issues, our unhappiness, our misery. We want solutions for everything in life. And if you can be the one providing all of those solutions, imagine how much money you can make and imagine how happy you can be. We talk about the why. Let's go talk now about the how. How do we solve problems? How do we solve problems? How do we solve problems? The first step in you solving a problem is naming the problem. Name the problem. You must be willing to define your problem clearly. Be able to name the problem. Because a lot of the time, we cannot even name what is going on. We don't even know what is the problem. We cannot give our problem the name. And if you cannot name your problem, you cannot solve it. Why? Because how are you going to solve something that you don't even know what is going on? However, if you put it a specific name, oh, now I know this is what is going on. I know this problem is called this. So, first step, define clearly what is the problem. And the way you do it is by accepting the reality how it is, not what you want to hear or what you want it to be. Because how many times have you suffered because you are not accepting reality as it is, but you are trying to you want reality to be as you want to or as you please. But guess what? Reality is just reality. And if reality is not what you want, no matter how much you're going to complain, no matter how much you're going to cry, it's not going to change. Because you can wish for something and the reality is completely different. So learn to name the problem. If somebody asks you, what is the problem? Name it. Say it. And some question that can help you to know or to identify or to be able to name your problems, you can ask yourself, what is the challenge of the obstacle I am facing? What is it? What is the name of what is the challenge? What is the obstacle that I'm facing? What evidence do you have of this situation? What evidence do you have that actually this is a problem? Do you have any evidence? Do you have any proof that support and that show that actually this is a problem? And last but not least, what is the problem really? What is the problem really? You'll be surprised of how many people cannot articulate their problem. They cannot articulate their ideas. They cannot articulate their feelings. They cannot articulate exactly what it is that is going on. And if you want to be able to solve your own problems and other people's problems, it can be in your personal life or it can be in business, you must learn to name the problem. Say what it is. What is the real problem? Until you know, you cannot move forward. If you cannot name the problem, If you don't even know what is the problem, you cannot move forward. Because if you don't know what is the problem, how are you going to know what is the solution? Accept the problem. Accept the problem. Accept the reality. Accept the situation. Acknowledge. If you deny, ignore, or avoid the problem, you cannot solve it. Oh no, because it's painful. Oh, because it's so negative. I don't want to deal with it. If you don't deal with your problem, it's gonna stay right there. And the more you carry it, it's gonna always keep being with you until you solve it. Instead of you ignoring or denying or avoiding the problem, learn how to manage the problem and learn how to solve the problem, which is what I'm teaching you here. If you ignore something, you are not aware of that thing. And if you are not aware of something, you cannot solve it, you cannot change it. If you avoid something, you cannot solve it. If you deny something, you cannot solve it. Which is something that happens a lot of the time. Somebody's going to be in a situation, but maybe because the situation is very negative or very painful, the person will deny. No, I don't want to struggle. I don't want to go with this challenge. I don't want to talk about this problem. I don't want to suffer. I don't want to this. No, there is a problem. Accept it. Accept the reality so you can change the reality. Because you deny the reality is not going to change it. Information on the problem. Accept that you know what is going on. And how can you know that? By analyzing the information you have about the problem, by analyzing the facts, by analyzing the opinions, by analyzing the evidence you have about the problem. That's how you're going to find the information of the problem. Because the more information you can accumulate about the problem, the better solution you are going to have. Because the information of the problem you had previously is going to allow you to create, to build, and to think about solutions. So gather, look for the information about the problem, look for the evidences, look for the proofs, and keep them. Because those evidences, that information about the problem is going to help you solve the problem. And if you don't have enough information on the problem that you are trying to solve, look for the information. Ask questions. Take responsibility. Who is responsible for solving your problems? You. So if it's personal problems, it's your responsibility to solve your own problems. So take responsibility. You blaming your parents, the church, the government, religion, your ex, your boyfriend, your classmate, your co-workers is not going to change your problem because you are the one who has the problem. So it's on you to change your problem. So take responsibility of your problems. That you're going to be able to say, you're going to be able to tell yourself, if this is going to be solved, it is going to be done by me. Repeat after me. If this is going to be solved, it is going to be done by me. Questions that can help you accept the problem or gather information. Do I have accurate and complete information? Because the more information you have, the more accurate and the more complete the information about the problem is, the more accurate and the more complete the solution is going to be. What evidence do you have of this problem? What evidence do you have of this situation? What evidence do you have of this issue? What evidence do you have of this challenge? What evidence do you have of this struggle? What are the evidence? What are the proofs? When did the problem started? Can you remember? When did it started? When was it? Who was around you? How did the problem started? How? What were you doing? What were you thinking? What were you singing? What were you eating? Where were you when this happened? All of those questions that you're going to ask yourself, you had to force yourself as well to come with the answers. You have a brain. Use that brain. Now, let's switch it. We already talked about the problem a lot of time. Now let's talk about the how to find solution. So you got to shift your mindset. Instead of you focusing on the problem, shift it now to focus on the solution. Do you know why? Because you already know what is the problem. At the beginning, we name the problem, we accept the problem. So you talking about the problem and thinking about the problem is only going to increase the problem. So stop it. Instead, start talking, start thinking about the solution. Because if you put your attention in the problem is going to increase. But if you put your attention in the solution is going to increase. Why? Because your mind is extremely powerful. If you focus on solutions, the more solutions you will find. Your mind is powerful. If you focus on solutions, the more solutions you will find. Why is that? Because whenever you put your attention, your energy, your whenever you put your attention, your energy goes. And whenever your energy goes, whatever it is, it grows. Whenever you put your focus, that's where your energy goes. And whenever your energy is, whatever it is going to grow. And here we're talking about solution. So shift your mindset, force your mindset to start thinking, talking about the solution and not about the problem. Because if you keep the same attitude, if you keep the same mindset that created the problem in the first place, you are not going to be able to solve it. It's going to require a different mindset from you in order for you to solve the problem. Analyze the causes of the problem. Analyze the roots. Analyze the seeds. Analyze the cause of the problem. Analyze the roots. Roots are causes. If the causes disappear, the problem disappear. Absolutely. Analyze the roots. Analyze the cause of the problem. Because if the causes of the problem disappear, the problem is going to disappear as well. No cause, no consequence. No roots, no problem. Some questions that can help you find the roots or to find the causes of the problem are: why did it happen? Why? Why does this problem happen? Why does this issue happen? How does how did this become a problem in the first place? How are you in in that problem already? What made you be in that problem? What got you there? What led you there? How did you end up there? And why? What created the problem? Why does this problem happen? What is the biggest contribution to this problem? What is something that is making this problem bigger? What is something that is making this problem bring so much pain or bring so much negativity or so much struggle to you? What is it? Name it. What makes this such a problem for you? Why is it a problem for you? Why is it? Why? You had to be able to name, answer those questions, and make sure you keep track. Whenever you answer any of those questions, write the answer down. Write the answer down because you are going to need those answers to find the solutions. Which role your environment plays in this problem? Which role your environment plays in this problem? Which role your family play in this problem? Which role your friends play in this problem? Which role your boyfriend or your girlfriend play in this problem? Which role your school play in this problem? Which role your religion play in this problem? Which role your thoughts play in this problem? Which role your behaviors, your habits play in this problem? You have to know the role of the everything that I have mentioned Because once you know the role of something, you know the cause of that thing. And if you can eliminate the cause, they're going to eliminate the problem. So analyze your environment, analyze your thoughts, analyze the energy the people around you bring into your life, analyze how the people that you talk to react to that problem, or the people that you know, or is somebody else involved in this problem. You asking yourself those questions because you are the one who knows the answer, and you have to force yourself to write the answers. You have to force yourself to come up with the answers. You have a brain, use it for your own good. We continue in the solution focused mindset. Find a solution that will allow you to eliminate the causes of the problem. How do you find a solution that is going to allow you to eliminate the causes of the problem? By eliminating the roots. Because, as I said earlier, if you eliminate the roots, if you eliminate the causes of something, the causes of the problem, eventually the problem will be gone as well. Brainstorm solutions. Force yourself to brainstorm solutions. Force yourself to come up with answers of the previous questions. Because guess what? Better solution, focused mindset, better possibilities to come up with an efficient solutions. And some questions that can help you to find solutions are: what are the possible solutions? Could it be a better way? Do I take pride in my habits? What do I mean by this question? Do you can you say with pride that your habits are towards the solution and not the problem? Because if your own habits are creating the problem, well, that way you know what is the cause, what is the root. If your own habits are the root of your problem, you must change your habits. Because until you don't change those habits, you are going to keep receiving the same problem. Because same habits, same results. Same actions, same results. That's why I asked you, and you had to answer yourself and be honest with yourself when you are answering these questions. Because guess what? We are looking for solutions. We are here to make you have the ability, to have the skill, to have the critical thinking. Because by you asking yourself those questions, you're going to force yourself to think about solution, to think about the answers. So it's important for you to answer those questions and be honest with yourself. Do I take pride in my habits? Better habits, better solutions. Horrible habits, horrible solutions. Negative habits, negative solutions. Cause, consequence. Are you enjoying the problem? Are you? Because if you are enjoying the problem, then that can be the reason why you are not finding solutions. Because you are so comfortable, because you are having a good time in that problem. And since you are comfortable in that problem, okay, I'm enjoying the problem. Why should I look for solutions? Are you enjoying the problem? Answer to yourself. Are you choosing to not solve the problem? Are you really? Be honest. Are you choosing to not solve the problem because you feel you cannot solve it? Because you feel you don't have the skill, or you don't have the mental strength to do it, or you don't have the tools, or you don't have the strategies to do it? That's what this presentation is about. To empower you with tools, with ideas, with strategies that you can use to solve your own problems or to solve other people's problems. So if you are choosing to not solve the problem because you feel you cannot solve it, I'm here to tell you, you can solve it. Write as many answers and possible solutions that come to your mind. Write them down. You are going to need them. After you've been and you after you have analyzed, after you have come up with with the solutions, right? After you come up with the solutions, write as many answers and possible solutions that come to your mind. Now let's go and evaluate the solution that you are going to bring to the table. Evaluate the solutions. The reason why you evaluate the solutions is because you have to analyze the result of the solutions. You ask yourself, did it work? If the answer is no, keep trying different solutions. If you don't have the solution the first time, it is okay. Keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. Don't stop trying until you have at least 20, 15 solutions in a paper. Because with the amount of questions we'll be asking you previously, you already have enough information to create solutions. And you can analyze the result of the solution. Whatever solution you came up with, did that solution work? If the answer is yes, use that same solution or the process you use to come up with that solution in different areas of your life. And if you are solving a problem for a business, use that solution in other departments of that business, in other areas of that business. Use that solution in another department to see how widely it works. Because you have to be able to evaluate the solution. Because once you evaluate the solution, you can figure it out if it worked. The solution you came up with, can it be used in another service? Can it be used in another area of your life? Can it be used to solve someone else's problems? Because if the solution is efficient, then you can use the same solution in the future, or you can use the same solution to solve somebody else's problems. That's why you have to evaluate if the solution that you have come up with have created or have solved the problem you have. If the solution you have created or that you came up with didn't solve the problem, go back and start from scratch. Keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it until you do find the solutions. An analysis of the process. This whole process that we went through, right, with the question, with accepting the problem, asking questions, naming the problem, finding solution, using critical thinking, asking about if your environment, if your family, if your friends are part of the problem. All of the process we did in the previous slides, you have to analyze it so you can learn. Because if that process lead you to a successful solution, you can learn something from those steps. Analyze the process to learn something about all the steps you took to find the solutions or solutions that work. If you came up with one solution and it didn't work, go back again, do it again. If you came up with 3 solutions and 3 of them work, analyze what did you do in that process, because you can learn from that success so you can keep succeeding. Because guess what? The same way you can learn from you having the wrong solution, you can also learn from you having the right solution. And some questions that you can use to evaluate your solutions or to evaluate the process you went through to come up with solutions are: what can you do differently next time? What went wrong? What went right? What didn't work? What consumed you most of the time? That if those questions are if you were working on solving the problem by yourself. But if you were working with somebody else into solving the problems, you can ask things like, what should we do differently? You and the person, or you and the group that were working the problem. What did we do wrong? What did we do right? What can we do better next time? Or what can you do better next time? That's why you analyze what you did before. You analyze your outcome. You analyze your previous steps. Because if you can analyze, if you can question the things you did previously, so you can find what is the issue, what is the mistakes, what is the failure, you're going to come up with better information, which means better answers, better solutions. because you are taking time to go back and rethink and reanalyze and reevaluate the things you have done, which is something that you will be surprised how many people don't even take time to question. I did something and I received this result. Well, analyze what you did. If what you did didn't give you the result that you want, don't do it again, right? That's why it's important for you to learn from your mistakes, learn from your failures, so you don't do it again. Instead of you putting yourself down because you made a failure or because you made a mistake, simply ask yourself, what can I learn from this failure? What can I learn from this mistake? What can I learn from this challenge? What can I learn from this problem? Which is another question you can use to solve problems. Now let's talk about the benefits of solving problem, because I tell you, solving problem is a skill. And if you have that skill, look at the benefits. The people who are the best at problem solving are happier and are more confident facing challenges and obstacles. Facts. Because if you can solve your own problems, you're gonna have that confidence that, wow, I did it. I have the proofs, my actions, my behaviors, my thoughts. I did something to solve this. I did this to overcome this challenge, to overcome this obstacle. And that's going to build you confidence, because you build confidence by actually doing things that are going to build you confidence. And you are happier because you know you are in charge of your life. And because you know whenever you're going to have the next problem going to come, you're not going to freak out in the next problem, because you already have the skill. You already know what to do in order to solve it. They get paid the most because they bring solution to any organization or business. Absolutely. Do a exercise. Go to any company, any business office, any organization. Ask them, who is the person that solved the most problem? Whenever they show you that person, go and talk to that person. Let that person tell you the benefits. Let that person tell you how much money the person is making. Yes, because it is a skill. Whenever you do a job, people want you to solve problems. People want you to be efficient. If you have an employment, your boss or your manager expect from you to do the best so the company can keep running. And how can you be the best? By solving problems or by not bringing problems at all. And the more problems you solve, the better you're going to get at it. The bigger and more costly problems you solve, the more money you are going to make. Yes, because if there is a huge problem, a complex problem, and you are the one who have the solution, people are going to give you money, because guess what? You have the solution. You are the girl. You are the man. You are the one who knows how to solve it. You are the one who brings solution. So they're going to give you their money, because guess what? You have the skill. And people who solve problems are very optimistic, very positive, very focused, and they do take action. As you have heard me making this presentation, you have seen how you see type of motivation, inspiration, encouragement, right? There is not, oh, no, you cannot do it. Don't try. Oh, you're gonna fail. Oh, be scared. No, because people who solve problem are confident, are optimistic, are positive, because a positive mind, positive thoughts create positive result, positive outcomes. So if you are trying to solve problems, or you are trying to learn the skill of problem solving, but you are negative, but you are toxic, but you are pessimistic, you're not gonna solve nothing, because negativity creates problems. In fact, if you are pessimistic, you are going to be creating problems instead of solving them. It's not just about you having the skill. It's also about you working on you internally, you working on yourself, so you can be the person that can solve the problem. So you can be the person that can solve the problem. Or you can be the person that does not create the problem. So you have to point the finger at you. Remember that earlier we spoke about not blaming nobody else, right? We spoke about you taking full ownership, full responsibility of your problems, taking charge and pointing the finger at you. If you are looking for somebody to blame, blame yourself, blame your mindset, blame your habits, blame your behaviors, blame the things that you do. Because your actions, your consistent actions, create your reality. So if you have problems every day, every week, at every hour, you are the one creating them. It's you. There's nobody else to blame. And because if you blame other people, you are giving your power away. Blame yourself. You are in charge. But best believe, solving problems is a skill that you can learn with practice. And now to finish, I'm going to show you how I personally will solve a problem. This is a practical example. This is life. This is me solving the problem. First thing we do, what is the problem? By the way, this is an example. We're going to call this girl Christina. Christina, the problem of Christina is lose weight. See, first thing what Christina was, I was able to name the problem. I was able to accept the problem. And if you want to go more in depth, you can even ask the person why. If you are solving somebody else's problem, you can ask the person why. Why do you want to solve this problem? But in this example, Christina came to counseling with me. She booked me for counseling. She told me she wants to lose weight. So I asked her, why do you want to lose weight? And she told me, because I am not confident on my body. I do not like my current body size. See, Christina is aware enough because she named the problem and she accepted the problem. She didn't blame nobody else. She didn't be the victim. Oh, no, you know what? No, no, no. She comes straight to the point. I have this problem. I have this struggle. I have this obstacle, which is that I want to lose weight. Why do I want to lose weight? Because I am not confident of my body. I do not like my current body size. And whenever you ask somebody for the why they want to change or overcome something, in their answer, you can find the causes, the motivation behind the problem. Because since you told me that she's not confident in her body, now I know the roots are lack of confidence. We already identified the problem, we name it, we accept the problem. Now the causes, the roots. Why is Christina overweight? Why is Christina unhappy with her body? Why does Christina doesn't feel confident in her body? Why? But okay, the reason is Christina eat junk food. She doesn't exercise. She does not take care of her physical health. She doesn't know how to cook home meals. She is lazy. She prefers to eat junk food instead of cooking. She spends all her time playing video games, watching Netflix, scrolling on TikTok. Christina and her friends always eat out. Whenever Christina is hungry, no matter what time it is, she will go, even if it's at 2 a.m., she will go get a pizza Coca-Cola. Christina lack motivation to work out alone. Right? Those are the causes. And this example is a personal problem. The person is, and you see how Christina is being honest with herself. She has took accountability and she's honest of her causes. She can name the problem. She can express the roots, the causes. She knows, she's aware of which one of her behaviors and attitude and mindset have led her to have this type of weight. Now, if you cannot name your problem, if you cannot be brutally honest with yourself and find the causes of your problem, you won't be able to find the solution either. So Christina talked to me, I listened to her, and this is the solution that I came up with. I told her, well, you can go for walks. You can go for walks, you can run, you can work out every day. Even if you are lazy. And also, she told me that she doesn't have money to pay for a trainer, which is fine because I told her you don't have a trainer, but you can work out in your house. You can work out at home. Even if she don't have a gym, she can work out in her house. I think another solution is for her to delete any food delivery app on her phone. That way, she doesn't have a way of asking for easy and quick junk food. And she will be forced to actually learn how to cook home meals if she wants to eat. And also, I tell her as a student that to give somebody else her money. That way, if she wants to buy junk food or something that she doesn't need, she actually needs to ask somebody else. And that somebody else knows that she's not allowed to eat junk food because she wants to make changes, because she wants to change her body size. I also tell her to delete all her social media so she can focus on her goal, which is to lose weight. Instead of her wasting her time on Instagram, on TikTok, she can use that time going for a walk. She can use that time working out in her room. She can use that time drinking water. Instead of watching Netflix or playing video games, I tell her to start watching educational content on YouTube. For example, I tell her to start looking at videos on how to cook. I also tell her to entertain herself with education. Instead of entertainment, for her to with education, because education towards self-improvement. Since she has low self-confidence, being on social media looking at other people's life is not going to build her self-confidence. But if she start educating herself on self-improvement and she start actually doing things to improve herself, she will. Because she looking at other people on social media, those people are not going to come and do for her what she cannot do for herself. And also, I told her that next time that she is hungry, she should ask herself, why are you hungry? Because you will be surprised of how many people eat just because they are bored, just because they have nothing to do and food is close to them. So they're going to go and eat. I tell her too to keep a water bottle with her. Whenever she's thirsty, whenever she wants to drink Coca-Cola because she likes Coca-Cola, drink water. Drink water. It's healthier for you anyways. I tell her to tell her friends that her goal is to lose weight. So they shouldn't invite her to go eat pizzas. Instead, their friends should motivate her to go maybe work out with them. Their friends should motivate her to keep going. No matter if it's hard, no matter if it's painful, for her to keep going until she is happy with her body. I tell her to ask her friends and family and coworkers and associates to push her into the right behaviors, into the right habits of taking care of her health. And I also give her the solution to keep herself away from any environment, any structure, any rule, any policies, any people, any beliefs, and any other thing that's going to make it hard for her to solve the problem. Those are the solutions that I give to Christina. Do you see how I was able to come up with different and multiple solutions? I was able to come with efficient solutions because she came with me. She was able to name the problem. She was able to admit that she has the issue and she wants to change. And she's willing to put from her side to change. Now, if you have a problem in your life and you want to change it, you cannot lie to yourself. You cannot sugarcoat. Oh no, oh maybe, no, no, no. You gotta name it. Say it as it is. Name the problem. Name the issue. And have self-awareness, self-accountability, so you can know which one of your behaviors, which one of your habits, which one of your thoughts is creating your problems. And all of those solutions that I give to her were because she came, she was honest with me, and we were communicating. And if you still struggling, and if you ever want me to, and if you ever want to do counseling, or you want somebody to guide you, if you want me to go with you like one-on-one to solve you, go into details and specific examples on how you can solve problems, your own problems or other people's problems, or the problems in your business or the problems in your organization, you can book a one-on-one with me. The link is in the description box of this video. Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Good news! I have a good news to you. Are you ready for the good news? Watch. Problem solving is a skill which you can learn with practice. Absolutely. Problem solving is a skill. So if you don't have it now, do not worry. You can learn it. And the best way to learn something is by you actually doing it. I want to give you the tools, the guidance, the information. But if you want to get better at it, you have to go out there and experience it. Practice over and over. And you can start by practicing with your own self. Learn to solve your own problems. You can rewatch this whole presentation. And by the way, if you want to receive a file of this presentation, let me know in the comments. But I think I will post it in my community. So if you are not part of my community, the link is in the description box. You join my community. It's my Facebook private group, which is my community. And then you're going to be able to receive this presentation PDF for free. For free. Problem solving is a skill that you can learn, that you can do with practice. Practice, 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 practice. You have a good solution, keep practicing. No solution, keep practicing. You are lost, don't know how to do or how to start, rewatch this presentation, because I already give you all the information, all the guidance that you need. I already give it to you. And when it comes to solve problems, your own problems, your attitude is extremely important. If you have a negative attitude toward your problems, you're not going to be able to solve them. Whenever you are facing a problem, have a positive attitude so you can solve the problem in the most positive way. Because remember, one of the characteristics of people who can solve problems is that they are positive, they are optimistic, they are focused, and they do the work. They take steps, actions. You will never have a life free of problems. You cannot control the problems, but you can control your attitude. So receive your problems with a positive attitude. And you can even change it. Instead of seeing it as problems, see it as challenges. See it as obstacles that you can overcome. And the more obstacles you overcome, the more challenges you overcome, you are getting mentally stronger, because you're going to be put into a lot of uncomfortable situation, a lot of pressure. And the more you keep doing, regardless of the pain, regardless if you are down, regardless if you are wrong, you are going to build mental toughness. And whenever you have mental toughness, you build character. Better character, better life. It's all connected. Become the person who can solve your problems. Become the person who can solve other people's problems, and you will never ever gonna be broke, because it's one of the number one skills that all people in all industries, in all companies, all organizations, no matter where you go, no matter what you are doing, there is always going to be a job, or there is always going to be a way for you to make money if you can solve problems efficiently, if you can bring solutions, if you can bring answers. And as says in the screen right now, problem solving is a skill you can learn with practice. You can learn with practice, not by you listening about it or talking about it or reading about it, but by actually you doing it. Practice. Start solving your own problems, because you cannot solve somebody else's problems if you cannot solve your own. Yeah. Start solving your own problems. You finish with yourself, then go solve your friends' problems. Solve your family problems. The people around you, practice with them. Let them be your first customers. Because you need practice, and because with practice, you get better. You get better with practice. It's a skill. And problem solving involves critical thinking, involves knowing how to communicate, involves you knowing how to articulate your ideas, your thoughts, your beliefs, your suggestion. If you cannot communicate, if you cannot express in a way that the other person is going to understand what you are saying, then you cannot be a good person who solves problems. It requires critical thinking. It requires social skills. It requires communication skills. All of those things are skills. That's the good thing. And any skills can be learned. The best way for you to learn a skill is by you actually doing. Practice. Experience is the best teacher. If you want to solve the problem, take action now. Not tomorrow, not yesterday, now, now, now. If this video was helpful to you, let me know in the comments, subscribe for more, and check all the links in the description box. Thank you for your attention.